All right, yeah, so here is my experience with my Korean body scrub. When I got there, I got to the front desk. The gentleman asked me if I had an appointment. I said yes, which I suggest you make an appointment because they be booked. He gave me a towel, a washcloth, and a robe. He told me I was set, good to go, and I went to the women's locker room. Oh, he also gave me a key for a locker. So you put all your stuff in the locker, you put your robe on, and the only thing I was confused about is I didn't know if I was supposed to take everything off or, if I could just leave my undergarments on and just put my robe on top of it. Because I was there an hour before my actual appointment just so I could enjoy the other amenities that they had over there. But when I was in the locker room, I started seeing the vibe because just about everyone was just walking up and down this whole locker room, like the way they were born, no undergarments, no robes, just casually walking back and forth. And I said, oh, okay. So I, took everything off, but I put my robe back on because I wasn't ready. And I went and tried to, enjoy the other amenities that were there. But I ain't gonna front. The whole time I was there, I kept thinking, yeah, I'm ready for this thing to happen so I can, see what this is all about. After a little bit, a little Asian lady comes by and said, are you number 19? I said, yes, I am. She's like, you come with me. I said, okay. She tells me to come with her, and I go. She opens this door, and it's like this big room that has showers and another room within it was a sauna, a steam room. There's like these big tubs, and then there's the area for the body scrub. And I realized, like, this is not private at all. She was like, before you can't even think about anything because everything happened so fast. She said, you take a shower, take your robe off. I said, okay. Taking my robe off. Next thing I know, everything's all out there. Took a quick shower. And then she was like, okay, you're done with shower. Come to the table. I said, okay. And she was like, lay down on the back, face up. Y'all. I laid down on the table on my back, and she was like, okay, you good? I said, mm-hmm. And then she was like, okay, I put towel on your face, or I don't know if it was a towel or a washcloth or something, but she covered my eyes, which honestly I'm thankful because I don't think I would have been comfortable me watching her do it. Like I just would not have been comfortable just watching. So they cover your face, which I'm thankful for. And then listen, within 2 seconds of her covering my face, she takes this water. All you feel is like a couple of water just being thrown on your body. And the water felt great. Like, listen, that water, if you know, you know. Like, if you know, you know. And then she got the scrubbing. Yeah. She may have been small, but she was strong. And she scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed. Listen, she scrubbed everywhere. I know one of my questions when I was looking at this on TikTok was, where exactly do they all scrub? Like, where is all the scrubbing happening? Y'all, listen. She scrubbed just about everywhere. Now, as far as like, down there, she's very close, like really close. Okay, she is close. She may not be right on top, but she is close. Okay, just so you know, like, she is close. And aside from down there, listen, these things are going up and she's going everywhere, just everywhere, okay? So this is not for someone that is shy or doesn't feel comfortable in their body, because listen, she is everywhere, okay? But after she did my front, she said, hey, turn over. She does my back. Then that water again. I'm telling you, every time she threw that water, I was like, yes, that water feels so nice. Then she does your side and your other side. Let me tell you something. When you're on your side, that's when they get their closest. Listen, that's when they get their closest. But and this whole time this is happening in my head, I'm like, oh Lord Jesus, what in the world? But yeah, I was like, oh Lord Jesus, what have I gotten myself into? But you know, it was still a good experience. At one point, I wanted to see if there was anything on the table. Like, you're doing all this scrubbing. Let me see if there's anything there. Yeah, I took a peek. I said, ain't no way. I said, man, ain't no way this came from me, because I scrub every day. Like, what the hell? Yo, she scrubbed my life away, okay? She scrubbed my life away, because that's all I could say. She scrubbed my life away. But she did all that. After the whole scrubbing and everything was done, I had also paid for a massage. So she told me, okay, go wait for me in the sauna. So the sauna is like across the room. And I said, oh, okay. She was like, you can leave everything here. Just go to the sauna. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you want me to just get up and walk all the way to the sauna, just hanging free? But I was like, okay. So, you know, I walked as fast as I could to the sauna, because there is just no covering. There is no covering. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know. But anyways, I got to the sauna. I sat there for a little bit because she was preparing the section for me to get my massage. So I did maybe like a good 15 minutes in the sauna. And then she was like, okay, come back. Now, as for the massage, I didn't really care for it. I've had massages, and that was not my best massage. Honestly, I felt like she was just rubbing oil on me or something. It was not like a massage that I'm used to, like, you know, like a good massage. But as far as the scrubbing experience, I'll definitely pay for that again, because listen, I went home and I told everybody to feel my skin. They were like, why is your skin so smooth? Yeah, still till today, and it's 2 days later, and I was like, feels like a baby's bottom, so smooth. So, will I do this again? Yes, I will definitely do this again. It's gonna be put on my list as something I probably do every now and then, just for myself, something that is about me, and something that I know that I am enjoying for myself, and just taking care of me, because as a mom, a wife, sometimes you just gotta do things that's just about you and yourself before you can even do for your family. So yep, it's on my list.